Yo guys, what's going on and welcome back to another reaction video on my channel. Now, one of the rare occurrences on my channel. Today we are not watching Mad Rose. I know, shocking, right? um, this one was brought by a viewer. Let me just put it up real quick. Here, for non-Mad Rose video, Bettina Levy. Levy? I hope I pronounced it properly. I'm just gonna say Levi. And if I'm wrong, just correct me if you want. This one is called Ridiculous Beliefs. And she's apparently going over a Tumblr posts, and it's supposed to be very similar to Mad Rose, at least in some regards. Now, that's great. Thank you for the free content here. Yeah, I always appreciate suggestions, and I appreciate them a little bit more even if they're not Mad Rose, because he's like 95% of my channel. So thank you very much for that. Again, I put away the wrong source. There you go. Thank you, OBS. Yeah, this is my first video watching her channel. Link to the original video is going to be in the description as always. Show her some love and let's see what we can expect from this kind of video. The title is already very Mad Rose-esque, so let's see what's gonna happen.
You can bet in a heartbeat that I make quality videos.
Nice.
I used to be a grader and an occasional substitute prof for an introductory astronomy lab.
Wait, let me read that again. I used to be a grader and an occasional substitute prof for an introductory astronomy lab. Okay.
That means that the majority of the people in this lab are only taking it because it's a requirement, and about half of them think it's an astrology class.
Okay, that's already great. Majority of the people in this lab are only taking it because it's a requirement. Now, you know it's already going to be very quality if people are there just because they have to and not because they want to. And about half of them think it's an astrology class. Ooh. Ooh, that is a great setup for something ridiculous.
I was grading midterms, and this one girl, she was so nice, and I think she was a business major. Fuck. The question on the midterm was to draw a diagram of the solar system. And this poor girl, this fucking girl, had drawn a Mars-centric solar system, as in every planet and the sun were orbiting Mars.
What?
I now actually have a custom Cards Against Humanity card I got at a con that says a Mars-centric solar system.
What?
I had a boy argue.
Wait. But was it on purpose or did she just mistake something? I feel like that probably was on purpose. That's a little bit of context that I'm missing here. Was it on purpose or not? I'm guessing it was. And if it was, then oh boy. Yeah, what?
There was liquid water on the moon. This was
Argue with me that there was liquid water on the moon.
around when they had found liquid water on Mars in 2015, and he wouldn't believe me that he likely meant Mars and not the moon. After I marked his answer to the relevant lab question wrong, he took it to the department head, who had promptly laughed him out of the office. And there was another boy who, during a lab in our observatory where we would look at certain things in the sky, asked where the sun was at 10 p.m. in November. After some questioning, it was revealed that he thought the moon and the sun were the same thing.
Okay, what? No. I'm guessing this is like high school or college level. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm guessing this is like the kind of age range we're talking about. How is it possible for someone at that age to still, or to at all think that the moon and the sun are the same thing? Like, I can't remember ever thinking that, like even in fucking grade school. What?
My friend, whom I love dearly, found out that the moon
Oh, if she writes it like that, whom I love dearly, you just know they're fucked in the head for some reason.
orbits the
There's
Earth,
something
and as
weird
a
with them.
20-year-old in an upper-level political science
My friend found out that the moon orbits the Earth as a 20-year-old in...
class and was utterly and completely flabbergasted. When questioned, her
What?
defense was that she doesn't have anything to do with the moon, so why would she have needed to know?
What? Okay, that is an absolutely stupid argument. And I'm kind of curious, like, what was she thinking before that? Like, what was her idea or her understanding before that?
Anything to do with the moon, so why would she have needed to know?
Bro, imagine bringing this as like your answer to your final exam. Bro, I don't actually have anything to do with that, so why would I know? Wild.
I was once talking to a friend of mine about how at that point in time, you could see Mars, Jupiter, and Venus at the same time, which was pretty cool. And she said,
Okay.
"Where's Pluto?" Wait, it was destroyed. And that's how I found out that my friend, who is in her 3rd year of a medical degree, thought that Pluto stopped being a planet because it was eaten by a black hole.
Why by a black hole? I can kinda understand thinking Pluto stopped existing because it's not considered a planet anymore, even though that is wrong. But why a black hole? Also, I don't think 3rd year of a medical degree really does mean anything. Just because you're a doctor doesn't mean that you would know very extensive knowledge of planets, but it is pretty fucking weird.
Eaten by a black hole. When I was in physics class my sophomore year of high school, the teacher drew a simplified diagram of a person standing on the planet Earth as part of the explanation for how it was initially discovered that the
Then, sorry, I pay too much attention to my other screen for a second. I need to go way back.
I was in physics class my sophomore year of high school, the teacher drew a simplified diagram of a person standing on the planet Earth as part of the explanation for how it was initially discovered that the Earth was round. And one girl sitting in the class said, "Wait, we live on the outside?" She had spent her whole life thinking that the Earth was a hollow sphere and that we lived on the inner walls of it.
Excuse me, what? No, that answer was so fucking dumb, I need to hear it again. What?
How it was initially discovered that the Earth was round. And one girl sitting in the class said, "Wait, we live on the outside?"
Bro.
She had spent her whole life thinking that the Earth was a hollow sphere and that we lived on the inner walls of it.
What? But... what? How do you come to that decision? What? Wait, if we are living inside of the Earth, what the fuck is the sky? And if we are able to, like, go down into the into the earth and drill holes, that wouldn't that just mean that we are drilling outside of the sphere? What?
I had a coworker in his early 20s who, when I mentioned seeing and admiring how bright Mars was that morning on the drive to work, laughed and said, "Mars? Like the planet?" And I was like, "Yeah, Mars the planet. It looks like a very bright star. It was supposed to be extra bright and close lately." And he got quiet and oddly worried, and he said quietly, carefully, "Are planets real?" Like
Huh?
he was checking to see if I was completely insane. I experienced
What the fuck do you mean, are planets real? Where are we living right now? The rooftop of your fucking Walmart or something. What? Are planets real? Bro, is your brain real? What the fuck?
If I was completely insane, I experienced a brief moment of crisis and said back, yes, planets are real. Did you think they weren't real?
Okay, here it comes, here it
He
comes.
looked even more disturbed and said, no, they're just made up for movies and shit, right? And I was totally horrified by this point and said, planets are real. The solar system has 9 of them. The universe has billions.
Bro, you
of
gotta
them.
be
We
fucking
make up
kidding
fictional
me.
planets for movies, but there are definitely real planets that actually exist. He said, like he sincerely thought I was fucking with him. How do you know planets are real? I said, I've seen them. I've seen Saturn through a telescope. You can go outside right now and see Mars and Venus in the sky. I swear that planets are a real thing. He said, muttering now, well, maybe that's just what you think.
Bro, I refuse to believe that people are so stupid. There's no fucking way. Like, there's no way. How? Where do you meet these people?
The conversation did not get any better from there.
Oh, I wonder why.
Was at the planetarium once and overheard 2 middle-aged women talking about the flat earth theory.
Uh-oh. This is already starting very, very nicely.
One of them said that she thinks they have a point because if the world was round, you'd be able to cut off a lot of flight time going south over Antarctica to get to London from Australia. She thought
What?
the Arctic and Antarctic were the same place, that north and south on the flat map were connected the same way the eastern and western edges are. At work, I was showing this woman a
What? Let me go back. Maybe I missed something. My brain is not braining right now.
south over Antarctica to get to London from Australia. She thought the Arctic and Antarctic were the same place, that north and south on the flat map were connected the same way the eastern and western edges are. At work, I was showing this.
Okay, I think I get it. But I still don't get how you came to that line of thinking.
Woman
What?
a lunar calendar, normal calendar that
At work, I was showing this woman a lunar calendar. Okay.
shows you what each day's moon phase is for the year. And she asked me, are these things, accurate? She was fully convinced that the moon phases were mysterious, unpredictable occurrences, and any attempts to track them were akin to horoscope predictions. I was so taken aback, I could only respond, yes, scientists are pretty confident about the moon's orbit. It has nothing.
Okay. But that's not the worst we had so far, let's be real. Awkward and weird, but not that bad, right? I think we had worse.
To do with me, so I wasn't interested, is a take I've heard from folks in their 50s about geography, but
It has nothing to do with me, so I wasn't interested. Okay, like I can understand that argument, but when it comes to stuff like geography, a certain amount of basic knowledge should exist, don't you think?
I mean, there was the lady who was genuinely convinced that sentient creatures lived on the moon and were communicating with Antarctica.
Ah, but you can believe that. You're not interested in knowing where the fucking continents are, but you're gonna believe that.
Absolutely insane.
Is that it? We're done? Oh boy, yes, we're done. Yo. That was a good one. That was a very good video. I think I will have to check out her channel more and see if we can find some more gems there. But that was a good video. Good God, some people have weird beliefs. Yeah. as soon as I heard like my coworker this and that, yeah, I just knew it was gonna get crazy. There's always that one coworker who's like just different, I guess. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. What are your ridiculous beliefs from some people that you know? Um, yeah. Thank you very much for suggesting this video. Let me pop it up on the screen for a second again. There you go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a great Monday and a good start in the week. Thank you for watching, and I hope I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.